Win a Pageant, episode 61. I created this step-by-step process after training thousands of women across the U.S. to win. Now you can have access to these winning strategies when you join me every Wednesday. Let's win a pageant. Hey girl, welcome to another episode of the Win a Pageant podcast. I'm your coach, Alicia Darby. Now, every pageant girl knows that packing for a pageant, especially a state or national pageant, is no simple task. There are so many things that you have to remember, right? So in this episode, I'm going to break down the 7 steps of packing like a professional for your pageant. And I'm going to give you a few pro tips as well to make packing even easier in case you're one of those girls that wants to go all in. Now, before we get to the actual 7-step protocol, I want to let you know why this is just so important. I've shared with you before that every time we make a decision, you actually use a little piece of energy and willpower. And then the more decisions that you have to actually make, the more energy you lose. In fact, you may have already heard episode 22 where I talk about the girl with the most energy wins the pageant. So when everyone's beautiful, when everyone's professional, when everyone's really got it together, winning comes down to stamina. So during your pageant week, you cannot afford to give up unnecessary energy on choosing like which earrings to put with which shoes for which outfit, or bothering with which outfit you're meant to wear for Thursday's adventure or versus Friday's outing after your interview or something. There are just far too many decisions. But this stuff is important. You just need to take care of it before you even leave for pageant week. So here's the protocol on how to do it. The first thing you want to do is actually map out the number and style of outfits that you're going to need for the week. Okay, so by that I mean if you need 3 cocktail dresses and 2 gowns and 6 rehearsal outfits or something, okay? So how many do you need of which style of outfit? So for example, you might want to start with, Monday evening is orientation. So you're going to need an arrival outfit to fly in with or drive in with, whatever. And then you'll have an orientation outfit for that evening. And then after that, maybe there's nothing. You just go to bed. So you're going to have some PJs, okay? And the next morning, you'll have breakfast. And then maybe you'll have to have a daytime outfit because you're going to do a children's hospital appearance or something. Then in the afternoon, you might need a rehearsal outfit. Okay, you get the idea. So how many outfits do you need of which category? I always recommend packing at least 1 extra cocktail dress, 1 extra rehearsal or appearance outfit, and then 1 extra competition gown. Now you have to know that these are just backup. These are not to be used as options. So it's not like, I like both of these, I'll decide then. Do not decide then. Okay, you're going to be pulling from your willpower. Do not do that to yourself. Instead, just bring them as backup in case someone else has the same cocktail dress or something happens to your competition gown or you oversteam something and it's soaking wet, okay? Those reasons would be why you might need the backup, but they're not to be used as options. Now, the second thing to do, once you have all the types of outfits that you're going to need and how many of each, I want you to physically lay out the clothing and the accessories that you're going to need for each day. My preference is to not rewear accessories. So I don't like to rewear belts or earrings, things like that, because it just gets too complex to think, these earrings go with the Monday outfit and the Thursday outfit or something, So I like to just have something new for each of those. And then it's great to rewear your shoes, but you don't want to rewear the same shoes all week. If you've got a great pair of nude colored pumps or something and you want to wear them twice, that's perfect. But if you're wearing the same shoes all week, not only is it going to look crazy that you're wearing the same shoes all week, but also your feet are going to get angry. Step number 3. Now that you have everything laid out, I want you to actually try it all on. Yes, I am serious. I do not want you being surprised forgetting that you needed to wear white underwear for those white shorts or something, okay? So seriously, try everything on. Try on your belt, try on your underwear, put on the jewelry, put on the shoes, put on everything, okay? The reason for this is because I want you to be able to discover if this outfit is truly fuss-free. If you have a fussy outfit in any way, like you're always tucking something in or the hanger tags are hanging out or something, I want you to just be able to get rid of all of the fuss in advance so that when you put on this outfit, you know that it fits excellently and everything is tucked in and ready to roll, okay? If the more that you have to fuss about an outfit, the more energy it will drain you. If you're constantly tucking something in, or pulling down your skirt, if you're doing that all day long, it's going to pull your energy. Okay, step number 4, I want you to actually label your stuff, everything. And I said stuff because I mean, really, your clothes, your jewelry, if you're able to, I mean, everything you possibly can. For 2 reasons. First of all, I don't want you to mix up your Jonathan Cain's with somebody else's. So you want to label it in some way. Typically what I like to do is right where the heel of a shoe, like up inside of the shoe, where the sole and the heel kind of come to a point tucked up under, I just use a really fine point pen and just write my initials. Or you could just write your first name or write your last name or something like that. And then you also are labeling this stuff for yourself. So I always put a note card in every Ziploc baggie, which we're going to talk about the Ziplocs next. I put a note card that labels everything for my outfit. Okay, so if I'm wearing my white thong with my white shorts, with my tan color wedges, with the bright blue earrings, studded earrings, and my, teal button up. Okay, I would just put all that stuff, write it all out, every detail, even put your bra on there. I'm talking about your watch. What watch are you wearing? Okay, stick everything on that note card. I promise it's going to help you. So you want to put everything on that note card. And then step number 5 is you want to pack all of that into a Ziploc baggie. So I put my jewelry in a mini Ziploc baggie. I put that Ziploc baggie into a giant, like a gallon-sized Ziploc baggie that has my shoes in it. And then I put both of those into where keeping my wardrobe. So if you're hanging your wardrobe, for me, oftentimes my favorite outfits are jersey material because they don't wrinkle easily. So I can actually put that even in another Ziploc baggie, and I have it all together. It's the best. Now, once you have arrived to your hotel room, this is step number 6. I want you to hang everything together. So I first hang my outfit, of course, and then on top of it, I puncture like a little hole in the Ziploc baggie, hang that over top of the hanger. I want to keep everything together. So again, you don't have to make decisions. You don't have to look for, where did I don't put all my jewelry in the same area because I'm going to look for the outfit. I'm not going to want to go from the jewelry station in my hotel room to the shoe station in my hotel room. Keep it all together. Now, what I recommend is to steam everything when you first arrive, because if you are planning outfits based on how much time you have tomorrow morning to steam something or whatever, it's going to limit you on your outfits, okay? So get everything steamed right away. In fact, I've got a really great travel steamer. I'm going to put that in the show notes for you. I'll put a link in there so that you can go and buy that. It's like $30. It's an amazing travel steamer, and I use it for everything. So I even use it now when I just go on trips and stuff. It's not just for pageantry. Now that you have everything hanging together, everything is steamed, it's ready to go. All you have to do is look at the note card and see, okay, what am I wearing? You just put all that stuff on and walk out the door. It should be that simple. Now, here's a little bonus number 7 in this protocol. Once this outfit has been worn, I recommend hanging it up, with the exception of your undergarments, of course, right? But hang everything else back up, because if you have to rewear something, you're going to want it right there. You're not going to want to dig it out of the bottom of something, shoved into a laundry cabinet or whatever. The idea behind this is if you have a little snafu, if you've got to rewear the cocktail dress that you wore on Monday night in order to wear it for Thursday's dinner reception or something like that, the value is that you still got those outfits. I mean, you know that when you go to a national pageant, you've got to bring like at least 3 cocktail dresses, but you're only going to be in them for like an hour or something, right? So you're going to be able to rewear these, and it will be helpful just in case something happens in the future where you get a little snag or something you're just like, oh no, this is ruined or whatever. It's still wet. I had to re-steam it and it's still wet. Or you at least have other options. So a little pro tip, just hang your things after you wear them. The idea behind this packing protocol and the pro tips that I'm about to share with you is to really keep everything efficient so that you're able to make less decisions in the moment and reserve your energy for your big pageant win. So I want to share with you a couple of other pro tips. The first, this comes from tons of experience. You know how a lot of women wear what we call sticky boobs. These are like the things that they look like, they also are called chicken cutlets. Okay, they look like a chicken cutlet and they stick onto your breast and you like snap the two of them together. It's supposed to give you this beautiful cleavage and stick really tightly to your boobs. For me, they have never worked. I'm just being fully honest here. They've never worked. They do not suck together that closely to give you cleavage. They do not stick that tightly on your boobs to actually make it like they're going to stay there. They fall off and it's so embarrassing. Like I've seen girls that have the loose chicken cutlet things sticking out of their dress. It's just like awful. Okay, so here's what you do instead. You can buy foam inserts at Joann Fabrics and then sew them into any clothing that you're going to want to wear these in. So this would be mostly your competition wardrobe. You might be wearing these foam inserts in. Not only does it give you a little bit of boost, but it allows you to have, and by boost, I mean cleavage. Okay, let's be honest. It's giving you a little bit of cleavage because it's kind of serving as a push-up bra would. It's also expanding a bit, if you will. So it might be making you look a little bit larger than usual, but it's also covering up your, girl, I don't even know how to say this. Like I'm thinking about a professional way of saying this, but it just hides your nipples. I don't know how else to say that, but that's essentially what these do. Okay, so I'm just saying, we're both girls here, so we know what we're talking about. Okay, so that is tip number 1. I promise it's going to save you a ton of time. My mom helped me to always stitch the left and right corners, so it's not like you have to sew it all the way around. This doesn't take that much effort. So after she showed me a few times, I was able to do it on my own, but it's pretty self-explanatory. The women at Joann Fabrics could explain it to you as well. Okay, so tip number 2 is I want you to have a roller suitcase that you can bring to and from rehearsal and also to and from the pageant, because you're going to have stuff like a big thing of makeup and you're going to have like all your shoes and all this stuff that I want you to be able to just stick it in a roller. You're still going to have probably your wardrobe bag, but I don't want you to also have like a zillion bags that you're going to be putting all over your shoulders and stuff. Okay, so bring a roller. I would get at least a carry-on size for an airplane. I have the biggest carry-on that you can take domestic. That's what I end up bringing to my pageant because it just serves me so well. So the next tip I have for you is that I want you to bring one excellent, beautiful, but large shoulder bag for day trips. So this will be what you take to appearances during the week and events, even rehearsals. So you're going to be able to fit in there your crown and your sash. So if you've got a crown box or whatever, that's got to be able to fit in there. Your shoes. So if you've got an extra pair of shoes, or if you're going straight from an appearance to a rehearsal, you want to bring your shoes for rehearsal. So that ought to fit in there. And then I always bring like an emergency pack, so maybe some blister block or Band-Aids or Tylenol, things like that. And then I always bring a water bottle. Okay, you can never have too much water with you. So I like to stick that in there too. So a big shoulder bag I've found to be the best. You might look a little bit dorky at this day and age if you're dragging around a, book bag or a roller suitcase to an appearance. So just bring a lovely looking shoulder bag. The next pro tip is to wear wedges or adorable sandals to walk around during sightseeing tours or amusement parks. Oftentimes, pageants love to do outings where they're showing you the town because people are coming from all over the nation or all over the state to come to that one city to explore. So it's a really great opportunity. You just do not want to have sore feet all day and all night for like a week or more, okay? So bring wedges, bring sandals. I also want to make sure that you have shoes that are broken in. Okay, do not be wearing a brand new pair of sandals to go walking 5 miles around Jacksonville. That will be very painful. My final pro tip for you in terms of packing is to have slippers and a robe for backstage. You will see many other women do this. It's so nice because you've got your hair up in rollers and you're like half through your makeup or something, It's so easy to just throw on a robe real quick to run somewhere. I've also found it helpful for when you're freezing cold. Like backstage, it can get really cold. They're cranking up the AC. So you want to just have something warm back there. I've seen girls even bring blankets and things like that. It's not by design to be cozy. It's by design to be simple. It's so easy to just slip on some slippers and throw on a robe. So please do not bring a Snuggie and a sleeping bag. Okay, it's not designed for that. It's truly just designed to be quick and comfortable. All right, girl. Hopefully I gave you some new tips, new things to help you really, really prepare for your pageant. I want you to show up looking like a total pro, okay? So here's my next recommendation is that you print off this checklist. You can find everything at winapageant.com/61. That's the number of this episode. Print it all off so you can check it off as you go. It might take you several days to pack. I usually leave about a week or so, and I have everything packed at least 1 week before I leave for the pageant, okay? That's just to give you more mental space so you're not overthinking things, okay? The less that you have to remember, the more energy you can retain, and that, my dear, is how you win a pageant. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next Win a Pageant Wednesday. Hey there, I'm Alicia Darby, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching that last video. If you totally loved it and got something from it, would you just click subscribe right here to subscribe to our YouTube channel? Hey, I am here for you, and I've got so many more trainings and videos for you. In fact, this one would be a really great one to watch next. Or if that topic doesn't interest you, then try this one. It's my most recent video training. So I think both of these would be really great for you. Thank you again so much for subscribing. I am honored to be your coach. I'll see you again soon.